Imagine this. Your mother is acting a little unusual this morning. She appears to be disorganized and her speech is slightly slurred. You take her to the hospital just in case, but the doctor dismisses it as just her age and anxiety. You go back home, help her do her taxes, and notice her symptoms gradually get more severe the later it gets. You take her to the ER, suspecting some neurological problem, and after some tests, the doctor tells you she has had a stroke. Unfortunately, it's so late in the stroke progression that irreversible damage has been done to her brain and she can no longer live independently. You find out the doctor from earlier that day, a junior resident, hadn't recognized the symptoms as early signs of a stroke because he'd only seen them in the man and thought your mother was exaggerating. For centuries, women's health problems were believed to be psychosomatic, meaning they were caused by stress or anxiety. Even during the early modern medicine, most research was only done on male patients, leading to a disproportionate amount of knowledge in female and male biology. The sad thing is, this disproportion is mostly just due to a lack of funding for research. Endometriosis is a condition affecting the uterus where some of the uterus lining, the stuff we shed when menstruating, grows outside the uterus. We don't know how this happens or what causes it, specifically because there has not been enough research funding to figure it out. It's a very painful condition. Some even compare it to getting stabbed in the stomach, and according to a study done by Yale University, 5 to 10% of women between the ages of 25 and 40 have it. On top of that, the only treatment known to be effective is a hysterectomy, which is increasingly difficult for women to access. This is not due to a lack of knowledge and funding, but rather doctors just refusing to operate on women, mostly because they think the woman will find a husband and want to have kids sometime after the operation. That being said, there are also some hormonal changes that can result in mood swings and depression. Yes, there are risks associated with hysterectomies and other major operations, but that risk comes with every operation, whether it's done on men or women. Doctors are obligated to inform patients of the risks associated with the treatment, but they cannot outright deny a patient's bodily autonomy. Unfortunately, research bias is not only prevalent in physical medicine, but also psychological studies as well. Autism spectrum disorder studies and tests are notoriously tailored towards boys, even though autism can and does affect girls. I myself was diagnosed with autism considerably late in life. My mother is in the medical field, but because most early life autism research is done on boys, she didn't see any signs in me because I'm a girl and therefore I don't have the same presentation. I saw the traits in myself and had to practically beg her to get me tested. For the longest time, women have been fighting for gender equality, yet equality doesn't always mean equal treatment. Rather than being equal in medicine, it should be fair. After all, women's bodies are biologically different from men's, requiring different treatments. We need to perform and fund more studies on female biology and psychology so women don't have to suffer so much. We need to end gender discrimination in healthcare.